Hey all, welcome to another mobility session. In today's session, we're going to focus on shoulders. So we're going to go for some shoulder hinges, making sure our shoulders move in different planes of motion, pain-free. So it's optional. If you have a yoga block, you can grab one. You don't have to. If you don't have, that's fine. We're going to start by this position, warming up the neck. So I need you to tuck your pelvis in, keep your hands close to your side, palms facing forward. Think of somebody's pulling your fingers down so you can create more space between your ears and your shoulder. And now from here, you're going to start by bringing your chin close to your chest. Rotate, draw a circle with the chin along the collarbone. Drop your ear behind your shoulder. Slowly look up towards the ceiling, feeling the stretch in the front part of the shoulder. Rotate to the other side, keeping your shoulders square, and finish with your chin here. Slowly stack back up. So down, rotate to the other direction. Keep your chin close to your chest. Drop your ear behind your shoulder, pull your fingers down so you have more space to rotate. Stack back up, one more on each side. Rotate, look up, keep your shoulders square, tuck your pelvis in so you're not arching the lower back. Stack back up, one more. So slow circle, controlled rotation. Alright, from this position I'm going to create a fist, keep my hands close to my body, move the shoulder blades. So same thing, I'm going to brace my core, reduce the arch of the lower back, start by lifting my shoulder blades up, squeeze them back, down, and then push them forward. Up, back, down, forward. So if you think of your hands staying straight in a straight line down, and you're only moving the shoulder blades, so you're pushing your shoulder blades forward and you're not swinging your hands forward. So think of or focus only on moving the shoulder blades. Try not to elevate too much up so you don't want to shrug with the shoulders. Emphasize this depression down and pushing forward. One more. Now reverse it. Start by squeezing your shoulder blades back, tuck your pelvis in, elevate a bit up, bring them forward into protraction, slowly control them down. Two more. Squeeze them back, elevate them up, forward, and then control down. One more. All right. Now from here, last one for the warm-up, we're going to do some shoulder rotations. So big breath in, tuck your pelvis, activate your lats, start to lift your arms forward and across, biceps to ear, rotate in place, take your hands back, and finish with your palms facing out on your side. Keep your elbows locked, wrist neutral, reverse it, keep your hands close to your body, rotate in place, biceps to ears, hold, and slowly forward and across. One more, keep your elbows locked, lift forward, lift them up, rotate in place, reverse them back, and finish with your palms facing out on your side. Go backward, rotate, up, and down. All right, so with the yoga block, you're gonna place it here. You're gonna lay on our side. So the hinges, you're gonna do different, same shoulder blade rotation in different planes of motion. So in this position, I'm gonna start by kneeling on one, I'm laying on one side. I'm gonna start with the left and then finish with the right. So in this position, I'm gonna start with my left wrist behind my lower back. I'm gently pushing my wrist against my lower back. I'm gonna take a big breath in. Exhale, gently press my wrist against the lower back, lift my wrist away from the lower back, keep my arm in a 90-degree angle, bring it here, rotate, take my hand, my palm behind my head, hold here, tuck my pelvis in, without arching the lower back. I'm going to do the same thing, lift, bring it to 90, rotate in place, behind my back. Two more, lift your wrist away from the lower back, hold, bring it to 90 without shrugging too much, so keeping your shoulders down. Rotate in place, behind your head, keep looking straight. Lift, rotate, behind your lower back. Now from this position, you're gonna, same thing, you're gonna lift your wrist away from your lower back. Now you're gonna extend your elbow straight, rotate in place, biceps to ear, up, and then bend. Take your wrist behind your head. So lift your wrist away from your head, extend your elbow, rotate the shoulder, take your shoulder all the way back into full extension. Keep your arm up, bend your elbow, take your wrist behind your lower back. One more, lift, extend, rotate, all the way up. So we're gonna do these two variations of shoulder hinges in different planes of motion. So from this kneeling position, I'm gonna transition to a 90-90 position. So legs forming a 90-degree angle, pulsing up here, tucking my pelvis in, same thing. So lift, rotate, keep looking straight. Making sure the shoulder rotates in different planes of motion, and emphasizing on rotating only on the shoulder and not compensating with other joints. Now from this position, I'm gonna lift the wrist away from your lower back, extend my arms straight back, rotate in place. Extend, rotate, all the way back, bend. One more. Okay, now from this position, I'm going to transition to a quadruped. So here, I transition to this position, quadruped, keeping my wrist behind my lower back. Same thing. You can pulse up on your toes or you can keep them flat, it doesn't matter. But try to keep your belly button pressed up so you're not arching with the lower back. Same thing, lift, 90, rotate. It's a bit hard to go behind your head without dropping your neck down. So that's why we warm up the neck. So make sure the neck stays strong and you're not pushing too much with your hand on your neck down. All right, now from here, you're gonna lift, extend, rotate, biceps to ear, over here. So slow rotations, making sure you're only moving with the shoulder. Last one. Now from this position, I'm going to transition kneeling. So sorry, with this knee here, kneeling in this position, you're going to do the same thing. Now extend, rotate, all the way up, bend. One more. Keeping the opposite hand strong and stable. Land behind your lower back. Keep your wrist against your lower back. Tuck your pelvis in. Keep gently pressing your wrist against your lower back. Move the shoulder blades up, back, down, forward. Up, back, down, forward. So try not to drive too much with the elbow. So you're not driving with the elbow back and forth. You're just moving the shoulder blade. Keeping the elbow neutral as much as possible. Reverse it, squeeze back, elevate up, push forward, control down. So the shoulder blade is responsible for stabilizing your shoulder, so it's important to keep it strong and stable. All right, so from this position, we're gonna transition now with the right side. So same thing, you're gonna start the opposite actually. You're gonna start kneeling here. And we're gonna transition to quadruped, 90-90, and then finish with lying on our side. So from this position, I'm gonna lift my wrists away from your lower back here, rotate behind my head, always tucking my pelvis in, making sure there's no arch in the lower back. Now from here, lift, extend, rotate, all the way up, biceps to ear, behind your head. Try not to lean to the opposite side, so it's normal for your body to compensate by leaning to the other side, especially when you lift, when you place your hand behind your head. So try to resist that. All right, from this position, transition to quadruped, same rotations. So we start with our elbow bent and then we lock the elbow, keep your arm straight and then rotate. So here, lift, extend, rotate, up, hold, bend. Bend down, lift, extend, rotate, biceps to ear, hold, bend. One more. And we're gonna transition to 90. So here I'm keeping my hand behind my lower back and pulsing up here, making my toes, my fingers can be pointed to the side. Same position, tuck your pelvis, gently push your wrists away from your lower back. Here, rotate. Now you're gonna lift, extend my elbow back, rotate my shoulder in place, bring my biceps to ear, tuck my pelvis in, bend behind my head, lift, extend my arm, rotate from the shoulder all the way back, hold, bend. One more. All the way back, bend. All right. We're gonna finish by kneeling on our side, keeping the hand behind your lower back. So placing the yoga block under your head so you're not that much straining your neck. All right, bending the knees, tuck your pelvis in, same thing. Lift your wrist away from your lower back, bring it to 90, rotate behind your head. So it's really important to make sure that your shoulders rotate and move in different positions. Okay, now from here, lift, extend your arm, rotate the shoulder all the way, shoulder extension back, bend behind your lower back. With every rep, try to lift your wrist if you can a bit higher on your back so you can gain more range. One more, extend, rotate from the shoulder all the way back, bend behind your lower back, try to reach more on the mid back, stay there. We're gonna go for shoulder blades rotation at this angle. Up, back, down, forward. Again, it's also important to rotate your shoulder blade in different planes of motion. So here we're rotating our shoulder blade in a laying down position. Reverse it, squeeze back, lift up, forward, down. Make sure always to reduce the arch of the lower back by bracing your core, tucking your pelvis in. Two more. All right, so that's it for the hinges. Let's finish here with your arms straight, shoulder level. Give me some internal, external rotation, just axial rotation, loosening up the shoulders. Keeping your core braced, again, same thing. I don't want your arch and lower back, internal, external. Think of rotating from the biceps in when you bring your hands forward and then external rotate back. One more, in and out. Okay, so we're gonna finish on all fours. I'm gonna be in this position. So start with my left on the floor, my right behind my lower back. Now what I'm doing here is I'm trying to keep my shoulder in place and I'm rotating my body around my shoulder. So my torso is, so my arm is straight. I'm doing the opposite now. I'm keeping my shoulders stable and I'm rotating my body around my shoulder. So rotate to the other side and then back in. This is internal rotation, this is external rotation. So this also work on some upper back or thoracic mobility. But also you're moving, you make sure the shoulder is strong and stable. One more, in and out. All right, keeping this position, we're gonna do shoulder blades and with the left. So with the base hand on the floor, you're gonna elevate up, squeeze down, back, up. Same thing, try not to move this hand, only move on one shoulder blade. And try not to arch with the lower back. So if you see me from the side, my lower back is neutral. I'm only moving the shoulder blade. Reverse it. One more. All right. So that's the cool thing about mobility. The warm-up, the exercises, and the stretch at the end is all interrelated. So we're gonna finish here again. This time our right hand is on the floor, left wrist behind my lower back. Grabbing the floor, rotate my torso around my shoulder. So keeping my shoulder neutral, I'm twisting from one side to the other. One more. All right, this position here, keeping your lower back neutral, shoulder blade rotation. Try to keep your elbow locked. Reverse it. Push away your shoulder, away from the shoulder blade away from the spine. Two more. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care and see you soon.